we was working on the project in the studio, first Junior Mafia session we ever had. We're in the studio recording. I'm smoking a blunt on the terrace with Nino Brown. I seen Tupac walking down the block. I yelled for him because I knew him. I've been hanging out with him. I called his name. He looked up, asked who it was. I told him it was me. He was like, Lil Cease, that's you? I said, yeah. I said, what you doing? He said, I'm coming up where y'all at. And we was on the side block. The studio was on the main block. So I was telling him to come to the corner and come around, and I'm going to come downstairs to come get you. I go in the room and I tell Big, yo, Big, Pac is downstairs. He was like, yo, go grab him for me. I'm going to go get him. I get in the elevator with Nino. Before I can get down there, Nino heard some pops go off before we even got downstairs. He asked me, did I hear that? I'm like, I don't hear shit. Because I just wanted to smoke weed with Tupac, because I know he had some good Cali weed. And when I got downstairs, a bunch of grown-ass men was like laid on the floor. Like while the door was open and they laid out on the floor. I'm thinking they playing, because we would play like that sometimes. And before I could step out the elevator, two dudes came from both sides, pointed guns at me and Nino, told us to get back in the elevator. I got back in the elevator, went upstairs and told Big, yo, Big, Pac and them downstairs getting robbed. He thought I was lying at first. I said, I'm dead serious. He got up and told all the little guys, y'all stay here, don't move, I'll be back. Big wound up staying down there for about 15, 20 minutes, and we started getting nervous for him, and all of us just started going downstairs. And every time we go downstairs, the police was already down there. You see his bandana, you see blood, and they were saying he got shot in his head, and we need everybody to come outside and get everybody information. And they took us outside, took all our information, and then they brought him out on a stretcher and put him in the hospital joint, and that was the last time we actually saw him.
Yo, is it true that Biggie warned Tupac about, hanging out with certain people before the Quad Studios incident?
Yeah. Not like warn. It's nothing to warn. He was out there already doing stuff and shooting films, but Big was just telling him, like, New York is a little different from Cali. Just be on, just be on point about your surroundings. And, people that may be around. We was only around Tupac when we was around him. Sometime other people may come around, we'll peel off. Or Big will be like, yo, nah, handle your business with your peoples. And, when you finish, or tomorrow hit me up, we'll come get up with you type of thing. Yeah, but Big was just letting him know about just the whole mentality of just New York here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, just be on point, and just, watch yourself and be safe type of thing. You know what I mean? Like, Big would tell anybody that. We was hoping somebody would tell us that if we're in LA, like, yo, dog, if you ain't with me, be on point, look out for this and look out for that. Yeah, Big was being a friend to him, for sure.
In Tupac, he was hanging out with, like, Jimmy Henchman and Haitian Jack at that time, right?
I don't know. I never saw him with him, but from the word, yeah, definitely. From what we know.
Tupac, man, he did an interview in '96 with Sway before he died, man, and he said that Biggie didn't come see him in prison. How you feel about him saying that?
I think around that time he was already skeptical after the Quad thing, so I don't think Biggie could have came to see you. So I don't really understand or know that side. But after he got shot, Biggie did go to the hospital to go take him something that he left. And that was the last time Biggie saw him. And that's when all the other speculation started to happen, where he was saying he thought he may think we knew what happened to him, but we got something to do with it. All that stuff started happening. So how would Biggie even get a chance to go see him? Or, and his family was very protective of him at that time, his people. So I don't know how he could have even got the opportunity to see him. But Big definitely tried to reach out and try to, see what was going on and talk to the man, but the man didn't, he didn't want to talk. Or it wasn't, I don't even think it was that. I think after that happened to him, he went right to jail. After he got released from the hospital, he went to court and got found guilty and went to jail. So I would think it was just no opportunity for them to really reconcile or talk about anything. We didn't get a chance to even make that happen. Because he literally went to jail like right after that.
And Tupac, man, he actually made some more comments in that interview he did with Sway, man. He said that Biggie didn't warn him about what was going to happen at Quad Studios because Tupac, he felt like Biggie knew that he was going to get robbed at Quad Studios. And Tupac, he also said in that Sway interview that Biggie wouldn't tell him who did it because Tupac, he felt like Biggie knew who, shot him and robbed him at Quad, but Biggie wouldn't tell him. He said that he asked Biggie, and Biggie refused to tell him who was behind him getting shot and robbed.
Do that make sense to how you just asked me that? If you're saying that Biggie didn't come see him or tell him that, how would he ask Biggie that if Biggie didn't come see you or talk to you, you went to jail right after that. So I don't. How did that make sense? Why would? First of all, we didn't know he was coming to the studio, so we didn't know he was coming there. I just happened to see him there, and I'm like, this our homeboy. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, come upstairs, come fuck with us. Not knowing he was already coming there to do a song with somebody that we didn't know or know about. You know what I mean? I was just acknowledging him because that was our partner at that time. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, yo, Big, Pac downstairs. I'm going to go get him. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, that's the homeboy. I'm going to come bring him upstairs with us so we can chop it up and kick it. Not knowing that he was already scheduled. He was already coming there. None of us knew that. You know what I mean? It was just a really coincidence on the fly. Like, I just see him. Oh, shit, yo, Pac, come on. Yo, I'm going to come downstairs and come get you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I don't even know, like, where the confusion come from, because nobody knew you was coming there. You know, Quad Studios got a bunch of studio rooms in there on different floors. So we didn't know he was coming there. I was just acknowledging him because that was our homeboy. And I was letting him know we was here. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, yo, we up here. I'm going to come downstairs and come get you. Come hang out. Not knowing he was coming there to work with somebody else. You know what I'm saying? We didn't know that. So we didn't know that was going to happen to him. Nobody knew that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we had no idea at all.
So I seen a documentary, man, that she was actually in some years ago, man. It was called Who Shot Biggie and Tupac. And Fab Five Freddy, he played an unheard audio of Biggie saying Tupac only got shot once at Quad Studios. How you feel about that, yo? How you feel about Biggie saying that?
I did one with Ice-T with me and Edie out from the Outlaws.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah,
sure
you
if it's
did,
that
yeah.
same one.
So you familiar with that?
Yeah. I haven't watched I haven't seen the whole doc, but I did that with Edie out from the Outlaws before. So you only got shot once?
Yeah.
I don't know about that, but I know he got shot more than once, from what we know. But I don't know. I heard he got shot once. I heard he got shot 3 times. I heard he got shot 5 times. At this point, after 25 years, you will never know the truth. So I don't know.